Mubs got beats. It ain't about to go that way. It ain't about to go that way. It ain't about to go that way. Style around, bro. Style around, bro. Style around, bro. Seen her energy, she said I put the soul inside the tube. Never cockroach like never moves. Love the moves when I get with Mr. Smooth. To the dips between expression and attitude. Reasoning and making in this ghost open your mind. Don't bleed in. Shot you by me, you don't have to call me glad. Yes, took it for granted, can't stand it. Can't you see the flames in my eyes? Fully realize. This ain't about the moon, it's not an umbrella. They went around this I swear it ain't about the let's play. Stop, run, Cinderella. Shit. Okay, what if nobody get shit? Real shit. Okay, they didn't know about me quick. Shawty speak about me new. It wasn't about no other shit. But we could get white. They ain't nothing new. I what they said I was good. I know what I tell them doing there. I said tell the shit they had to shoot. A lot of stuff down right. Just going like good life come to do what I do. I just can't run through shawty when you're coming through. Cause you look at you, yeah, it's the same. So don't they got good and baby. Stand around, brother. Ain't another fool, brother. How y'all doing? Another Following's Rated Z on. You know, fuck Babylon. Fuck Babylon. You feel me? Fuck Babylon. You feel me? It's just soon Babylon will fall. Just like, you know, the peach falls, the apple falls, and a new balance will be born. Or some shit. You know, it's just people using Babylon like a partying gift to take advantage of circumstances and somebody
has to be the investigator of the BS to make sure no child gets left behind or is taken advantage of, because all they're gonna do is look at them like you should have knew better. So it's crazy because wealthy people always, but I guess I get stereotyped as being spoiled in riches that I made. Oh, you're lucky. You lucky that pressure on a coal made a diamond. And you can now look at the results of the diamond that you are. Not, you lucky you got someone giving you diamonds. It's crazy. So, it's a hard night life for us. I don't know why people hide jealousy. Like, it ain't easy to know what you're pulling from is envy. Like, but I guess they don't know. They can't see an opportunity of peace if it hit them in their face. They only see an opportunity of taking advantage of people. Because, it's just crazy, man. The world is still a jungle, obviously. And we, as people, are stuck in a dilemma. Well, actually, I think I'm the only one that's that responsible. Fan, the next highest responsible person looks at me as a responsible person. So, I live a life where I have to be the most mature. And, it's crazy because I didn't work for this, man. I didn't work hard as fuck. I was the first person in portals. You feel me? So that's why no one can tell me about portals. Life is not linear. So, if you're looking at me like I'm just living a linear life and you're hoping that I get amnesia of how life works, because I got the whole world in my hand, and I'm not about to make you just jump scale and rape Mother Nature. Like, so they trying to knock out the warlock of people's privacy so they can do what they want on a scale that no one can judge them for it. And it's crazy because life isn't linear. Like, the whole thing is, for me to be living like this, I guess that's what makes me scary too. Because it's like, for me to be living like life is a straight line instead of samsara, or put people in the illusion. Well, excuse me. People put themselves in the illusion that I'm living a linear life because I'm a warlock of people's privacy and peace and making sure people don't get caught in the illusion. So they try to act like I'm going to go to sleep and catch me in an illusion, because for me to live this linear, we got a trap somewhere for you. You feel me? I know how all wealthy people are going through. Actually, I'm the coping mechanism. So, telepathy is for the higher ups if you gonna act sleep. You feel me? I was just watching the Hawks after I done played my rounds. I done played my share and dropped Ben Simmons and them off. And I'm trying to get back to playing, but that's when they throw in my face, life isn't linear. turn around and take one of your child's spots. Because, you know, the owner of the universe, which means I own sports. Not because I dictated it, but I taught people. I think that's why things is fun. You feel me? I ain't trying to be famous. You feel me? I appreciate condolences. You know, Superstar. Everybody waiting for Superstar to come back in this round, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the traps to unsheath theyself or something. So, once again, let's go to my SoundCloud, KN Vibes. My Instagram is RatedZ, KN Vibes, KAN Vibes with an S or a Z, and it's RatedZ with only Z's. And you know, it's just me not getting views is just proof that I'm the wealthiest spiritual being in the world. You feel me? Because everybody wants to hide. You feel me? It makes it a sad thing. Like, the jungle is, you feel me? Like, they're hiding. Like, they're trying to trap. But the second I'm nowhere to be found, they're going to be looking me up and talking about how they love me and etc. Millions of views that I'm asking for now. And it's crazy. They're going to be trying to sabotage people to hope that make me pop up. And they're going to say they appreciate what I do with the world. And I'm like, now that I'm playing basketball, now that I'm playing football, now that you remember that I was the one that had the soccer team I won every round, why the World Cup is so famous, and the reason why they made Major League Baseball games, movies about an angel. Now you want to give me credit? I was kind of got engulfed in y'all leaving me alone and stalking me when I thought we was cool. So, you know, I gave everybody a way to communicate with me. But then when I'm balling, I don't want none of this on me. Y'all not helping me at all. Y'all not giving me no mail. Like I shut off the way to mail me. So now I look like I'm really poor. It's weird. So, you know, and I don't want this round to look wealthy, which I said the culture is a culture that gives away the wealthiest leaves to be known. Not to be known, but they because that's how they appreciate people. Appreciation makes you wealthy, you feel me? And my appreciation is everywhere. It's silent, you know. How does God speak? Silent. How you know God speaks silent? He speaks a silent language. Because when you was a baby, you was still in contact with God. And all my kids, I love my kids because they stay in that silent little transition of knowing this won't be forever. So the nurturer that's looking over them, or, you know, the kids probably nurturing themselves if they trying to just put on a role of acting cool with the kids, and the kids haven't put them in no bad predicament. They just know. You can see if that's that ooh on the kid. That's them appreciating God, I guess. You feel me? And it's a thing that, fuck Babylon, that corporations that don't go by common law is Babylon. So, right now we're going through a matrix that those things are going to survive. Because in the end, how the life was without pavement, it's going to go back to. Tarzan will always rule. So it's just like, it's a horrendous thing. If we're all spiritual beings and we think it's funny to, like, because we're so mature and spiritually grown and strong that we can put people that are tough but still pure to their innocence through turmoils that they didn't want to go through, and you want them to say get over it because you should have planned better or knew better or something. It's just crazy because it's just like reality says that you're engulfed in spirituality as a materialistic thing, and you're gonna have to go through the pendulum swing of falling because no one's gonna appreciate that are really purely innocent and humble and grateful for what they have. So that's probably what keeps me thriving forward, is the spiritual wealth of everything, and ones that think they can get to me by acting cool and turn spirituality into a materialistic earthly thing that, like, attachment that they think they have to have, they can never get close to me. And it's not, I don't have to do anything. It's not me getting away from you. You are choosing to fall with Babylon. And it's just like, I'm not going to be upset at all, because it's just like, who you going to blame but yourself? And then you're going to sound childish and you're going to still do it because, you feel like that's going to get to somebody that's happy that they can live their life. Because that, God cares about you. So it's funny. So, I'm just, trying to get back to the life I live. Like, it's crazy that I'm just watching things in a linear way. It's really like, you feel me? And, or in people's perspective of trying to follow me in this realm, they're going the linear way to find me, and they trap themselves in their own karma because they have to be indebted to the purity of their real soul, which is you didn't cross your own soul that it doesn't even want to be happy. So, because like I said, I became the owner of everything before bartering and middlemans came about. So what does that mean? I'm the one that put bartering in. So it's just like, y'all caught in my womb. And passive people of bartering think it's okay to steal or something from the innocent. So what does that also mean? I did put y'all in y'all predicament. So who's the kid I dropped off? John Hanson and George Washington. So George Washington is being a ninja. Because he's like, if people and they way past it. But people gonna act like I was racing because I don't know what the hell racism is. So if they're gonna discriminate for someone against someone's will, they're not gonna be nowhere near the royalty family. That was whole George Washington's campaign. Like, yeah, let's bring everybody in. Let's teach everybody how to be warriors. Oh, they want to get paid. Okay, let's backlash John Hanson. I'm gonna become king, cause you know they was talking about monarchy with George Washington and shit. It's okay, baby. But yeah, they're talking about I'm gonna be king and overthrow you, John Hanson. He's like, it's okay. I'm gonna just do what the one that put me here told me to do. Barter. Now everybody just getting equivalent change of their karma. And 1933, United States went bankrupt. So, excuse me. So Babylon been failed, but then there's a remedy to be like, we can turn Babylon into a museum, which the Atlanta Federal Reserve Bank is like a museum now. So it's just like the remedy is telling y'all to discharge. The remedy is saying, if you ain't here to let the right people in, then as the wrong person, we don't expect you to leave. We expect you to do what you feel is right. So how much time I got? Ooh. So, you know, people gonna hate. It's very crazy because the comedians be using puns. You know, everybody speaking slang about me coming back, right? It's crazy. I'm like, damn, what are we waiting on? I've done everything right. The only thing you haven't done is not do anything. So when can I go back to doing something? Because I'm done. You're still doing stuff. Oh. Does anybody else... Well, no one's stopping me, but you know, the kindness in my heart. Does anybody else tell you to stop doing what you like to do? No? I'm the only one? And if they do, who's gonna have your back? God? Damn. So, you know, we live a life where we understand that it's only us, just us. Justice, because it's just us. So, the one thing I don't like is that I'm really Noah. N-O-I-R. You are Noah. You are Noah. I love you. Just apple. And it's crazy because the second I start getting hyped, the whole motherfucking everything roars and starts enjoying life and start speaking slang out there, like, you know I'm there. And it's like, it's just crazy, you feel me? Like, I can make a joke like, knock knock, who's there? Everybody who? Now that was singular. Everybody is a plural word. So I guess you was calling out the owls. You feel me? Like, I don't laugh like that in the first place, but you know, at that moment I wouldn't have laughed like that. You feel me? I'm just showing y'all how organic cell phones work, and I got everybody. Donald Trump can't wait for Babylon to fall too, because he's the president of companies. He's not the president of America, United States of America. So now, the basketball team is called Atlanta Hawks. So now Atlanta owns all the Hawks. Atlanta Falcons, and now Atlanta owns all the Falcons, or is it just there for the Falcons or the Falcons are representing Atlanta and the Hawks is representing Atlanta? The United States is representing America. It's not the owner of America. Like, so Babylon, that's trying to make United a corporation that knows it's there to keep public servants and public serving at a status quo of no breaching the peace, and even if people breach the peace, you are in hell. Because if you think this is power that you got, you're really beneath the people that breach peace, and it's just like being underwater. Like, that's why I fought the Marines. That's why I'm not trying to try public service. I'm just trying to explain, like, an indentured servant is not supposed to mess with people when they get inhabitant just over broke, JOB, as a tutoring, teaching thing, a guideline of learning through life, because you learn through life if you was even that person. So if you just spoiled and like, man, I don't want to look like a slave, I'm gonna bully people, you're fired. Hey, you want me? Oh, he knows, and he knows, and he knows. Damn, he knows, and he can make me, and he just told them to. Oh, yeah, etc. Run it up, and you know, indentured servants wanted to learn, and that's what jobs are, being an indentured servant. You feel me? If you're not an entrepreneur, you're an indentured servant. Nothing's wrong with that. You feel me? If I had someone above me, damn, nobody, I didn't just call up my goddamn self. But if I had somebody, I would love to be an indentured servant that can help me learn how to make more money than I already have, and let that echo, and move forward and not be the superhero of life. Even though I'm not worried about retiring, it's just, you feel me? Let me see how much time I got. Yeah, I got a lot of time. You know, I just love checking, because I want to make sure I get another song in for y'all. But you know, we have to come together. Like, you know, I'm expecting. I guess people think I'm glued into technology, or they see they're actually spiritually here, and I done taught the ones that the spirit that's under my wings how to maneuver in this world. So they're going through the guidance and teaching, and they trying to, trap on themselves, and I'm protecting them from trapping on themselves. And it's crazy, because it's like, before phones exist, what just popped up? Someone dropped phones up, dropped the phone off, which is just a mirror, which is really just a car, really. A mobile car, a portal, a womb. You feel me? A sun. That Babylon Tower can't reach. And after I saved all these cars, so it's just like, that's why banks don't own them shits, and that's not my fault. Yet you're fired. It's not my fault. People run up and start yelling at y'all to start giving them things, because that's their anger. That's not me telling them to do it. You should have been quiet. So that's why they mad, because you would rather want them quiet instead of prospering life. So yeah, they get it off of a ship, off the deck, the dock, and that's all. The car is paid for. They get it off a dock and they put it inside of a bank, because a corporation is a bank and the bank is a corporation. Then they say the bank is up to the bank, so then they call up another corporation, as the Rothschild and Rockefeller story, or the two bankers that made the world go bankrupt. And because they was the owner of the business, but they knew they didn't own business because they was the owner of the business, but the business still fell under the United States, and the United States knows that hi, how you doing, is the maker and owner of it all. So they made the United States go bankrupt for their fraud, and then I put the remedy in. I did, yes. I don't tell no lies, and you know it's telepathy. So I have Wi-Fi. I would hate for y'all to turn my phone into autism, and you feel me? And yeah, and so they so then they tell you credit, and then where does credit come from? Out of thin air, and it's the remedy. Then it's just who credit really means. Who do you know? You feel me? That's all. What's your credit is up to the bank. The bank. You feel me? The bank will tell you where's the promissory note that you signed, and then you supposed to tell them that. So they try to beat you to the punch, and that's how every finessing passive business works. And yeah, and then they hate on an individual for trying to get people out of the hole, because in the end you could be spiritual, but you never know if you fall, if you don't know who's your nimbus. It's crazy, you feel me? How y'all doing? So yeah, and let's just get to this last song.
I've been trying to find why you move like I don't know what to do.
Carrots and lemon juice, y'all.
I hate when you like what I say, don't appreciate how I'm moving. You think you can get me out of my movement? Selena, you know it's true. Selena, you know the way we move. Selena, what you tryna do? Selena knows you are any crew. Selena, you tryna play? Selena, tell her they can catch the fake. Selena, what is your name? Selena, talking niggas all the same. Selena, be my G, 'cause I'm a warrior and I have this on the street. Selena, do you wanna see? Is Jesus Christ out with both of these? I don't like how I make you move so far, like how you outgoing. I know you can be shy, but I see you like how you do it. Please don't hold back. That's not fuck up the fact that we rolling, yeah. You mean more than you know that you mean me, but you don't mean to be having insecurities. Showing gold, no, this ain't wrong. This was the purpose of the soul. Selena, the banks of Selena, I'm a man. Selena, tell me what is that? Selena, it's me. Selena, need you to believe it. Selena, do it fast. Selena, ain't nobody do it fake. Selena, I thought you was my queen. Tell me so, it's not a thing. Selena, I done see you bleed. Selena, never happen, please. Selena, poker face on. Selena, have a mask on. Selena, now I play my cards. I know I show up better, not act upset on me.